Okay, look, I know that I just made a video on him, but I'm gonna be honest. If what I'm about to cover today left my jaw dropped, it's gonna do the same to you. Right, so I'm assuming that means you know who I'm gonna be talking about again. Our lovely, lovely friend, Andrew Ditch. Again. Now you might be thinking, again? So soon? So suddenly? Why? What provoked you? Well, I'm about to tell you. And let me say this. It's not pretty. Now, for the record, I am going to state that we are going to have a little bit of warnings here because we are going to be talking about the R word. You know, the one that I can't say on here. And we're also going to be talking a bit about stranger danger. In other words, good touch, bad touch. Also, we are going to be talking about Andrew's, thing with his incontinence. I really don't know how else to describe it. And I'm gonna also try and make this as quick and painless, like a band-aid being ripped off. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm gonna try and do that. So for this first video we're gonna look into that Andrew made is him using this program called AVAS. A program that helps autistic people who are nonverbal communicate via typing in things as well as clicking on certain symbols in order to complete sentences. Let me be the first to say that it's not the fact that he's using it in the first place that makes me angry. It's specifically the way that he uses it, especially in this video.
YouTube, Andy Ditch here. Y'all going to have a shout out to AVAS because I want to show that this app really gives me hope.
Hi, little girl.
Right, so what Andrew's gonna do here is he's gonna have this app play out a scenario that he made, and it's not pretty.
Do you like ice cream?
Yes, I do. I want ice cream.
Then come to my house.
Yeah, you already know where this is going. And the only thing else I can say is that it just gets so much worse from here.
Let's play upstairs in bed.
Play what? I thought I was getting ice cream.
Yeah, you heard that right, guys. Andrew made a joke about such a serious topic like that. Yeah, no, I'm at a loss of words too. The video was re-uploaded by the Poop Squatch 2.0. I am gonna leave the link in the description. I am gonna say though, if you are sensitive to this topic, don't watch it. You matter way more than some silly video. I left a comment on this video because I could not describe my disgust. And honestly, my words still stand. I wrote, the fact that he's making a mockery out of nonverbal autistic people who need devices and apps in order to communicate their actual needs and wants is utterly disgusting. And the fact that he's hurting an actual app used to communicate in such an abhorrent way makes me so mad and terrified. Unbeknownst to me, there are replies. Gibsons9599 says, I dare you to play this audio for one of your therapists. Tell them you were just trolling your bullies and you totally were able to make them angry. I'm sure you'll get a thumbs up from them for being so normal and clever. At Andy. Yes, they were saying this to Andrew. Patch the Cat adds on with, yes, I second this idea. And get this, Andrew responded saying, I did today. She said, don't pay attention to you in the comments. She also told me by doing this can hurt me more than help me by giving into people like you. People like us, Andrew? People that actually want to get you off the streets and put you in cuffs for what you've done? People who see right through your charade of needing all this help when in reality you are doing this just to get attention and you are hurting your family by doing this charade every day. Not to mention the amount of times you've called the police on them for quite literally no reason. Andy, if anything, your parents are gonna need a lot more help, considering that your elderly mother fell and all you did to help was record it. You didn't even help out. You were a good room away or two. You didn't even bother to check in on her. All you did was just shout across the room and be like, why did you fall? Why did you fall? That alone is enough proof to show that you don't care about anybody except yourself. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Oh, and it gets better. Want to hear what he said to one of my friends? Say hi to Lightning McQueen 420. He is cool. He's another person that covers Andrew on his channel, and he's also friends with Kaiju Talk Radio. And let me tell you, the shit that Andrew says about him, it's gonna piss you off.
This is an eye for an eye, okay?
We hear that and we know that we're gonna be flinging poo everywhere.
This is an eye for an eye. This lady keeps making fun of me and lies about me and shit.
We just started the video and he's already misgendering him? I don't know, me personally, that's like a massive ick. It's one thing if you didn't know, it's another thing entirely to repeatedly do it like Andrew does.
So, I'm going to just say that. Look at her. She is living her dream.
Andrew, what the fuck are you talking about? Living the dream of calling you out? I guess so. He is doing that, right?
Look at that. Lightning McQueen is from the cartoon Disney movie Cars.
Okay. And people have cartoon characters as profile pictures all the time. What's new about it? Oh, just wait till he makes this weird ass connection. Just wait until you hear it.
She's living in her childhood.
What? Dude, I wish I was joking and making this shit up, but it's gonna get even worse from here. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Because she was sexually abused as a child.
Yeah, you heard it right. Andrew's theory is that he's reliving his childhood because of what happened to him as a kid. Weird to speculate on that, I'm not gonna lie. Also, McQueen, if you are watching this, I'm terribly sorry that that happened to you. Nobody should ever have that happen. And I hope you're doing okay now. Yeah, Andrew literally said all this shit because his profile picture is Lightning McQueen, but it's a shitpost picture. What the fuck? It's only gonna get worse from here. It's only gonna get worse from here. And it's all because of the shit that Andrew spouts himself.
She enjoys being a child.
No, Andy, you do. This is the weirdest form of projection I have ever seen online. Goddamn.
In the Andrew community right now, and probably forever, honestly.
So that's Lightning McQueen's voice right there. I'm just gonna say this right now. How the hell does that sound like a woman? How do you manage to keep constantly misgendering this man, this dude, this guy, this bro?
Yeah.
Listen to the crinkle in the background here.
And no, I think he has a little touch of autism, and he's pretending to be much higher need requirement than he actually is. And he's infantizing himself a lot.
I think she's infantizing herself.
I'm sorry, I had to let that clip play just so Andrew could explain himself. Andrew, that's not the sound of a crinkling from a diaper. That is the sound of a microphone on an earbud thing getting shuffled around.
Let me explain this in language you understand. That is not the Empire State Building. That is the entirety of the state of California.
She's wearing a diaper.
Again, no he isn't. That's most likely an earbud mic getting shuffled around whenever somebody moves, because that happens. Also, can we take into account the fact that Andrew is kind of just inserting his, ideals into this when they quite literally weren't even part of this conversation to begin with?
She's Lightning McQueen. She's living her childhood dream because she got raped as a child.
Again, completely unprovoked and completely incorrect.
She's making fun of me for needing diapers because I don't have awareness of needing to go. Because I have a sensory processing issue and I have autism is why.
So let me get this right. Your autism is the reason why you have incontinence issues? I don't think that's it, buddy. Also, for the record, I heard your incontinence originally started with you urinating, and then you started defecating because you quote-unquote liked the way that it felt. Again, I'm the last person to give a shit about your incontinence issues, but if you're gonna constantly talk about it the way that you do and idealize it and, potentially make it something more, we're gonna have problems.
And she's making fun of me for having autism.
Andrew, he's not ripping on you for having autism, he's ripping on you for portraying this stereotype of people with autism. I'm saying this as somebody who also is autistic. You are a horrible representation of us, I'm just saying, bestie.
And she is attacking me because I need some help changing my diaper and managing my incontinence.
Actually, you don't. You started doing it a while back because your mother couldn't do it anymore because of how old she was getting. And you've shown us time and time again that you can do it just fine, so I don't understand why you need this help.
See where I'm coming from here, don't you?
Nope, I don't actually.
She got, and she probably deserved it.
You need to leave!
I am fucking shaking. That's how pissed off I am. I never fucking shake unless I'm that infuriated. I'm pissed off on McQueen's behalf, dude. And I'm coming out with razor blades and lemon juice. You said yourself, Andrew, that you were a victim of that same exact thing that he went through. So how fucking dare you say that to another victim? That they deserve to have that shit happen? Absolutely fucking not, dude. Absolutely not. If you really went through that same shit that he did, how can you sit there, have that smile on your face, and live with yourself and sleep at night soundly after saying that to somebody, especially somebody who literally went through that same thing? You should know full well that if someone said that to you, you would not be happy about it. And I'm pretty sure McQueen wasn't happy when you said that to him, huh? Was he? I hope you can sit there and sleep soundly at night knowing that you just re-traumatized somebody and victim blamed. You better fucking sit there in your throne of filth with that stupid fucking grin on your face knowing that you just did that to somebody, and I hope to God that you can live with the repercussions that you just given yourself and the consequences you just gave to yourself on a silver goddamn platter because of the fact that you said that shit to another victim.
She's living her childhood because maybe her boyfriend that she loved so much, she wanted it.
How fucking dare you say that someone wanted it? Especially a victim of that shit? Again, I've said this before, gonna say it again. Andrew, you said that you were a victim of that same exact thing. You didn't want it, did you? I bet he wouldn't have wanted it too.
Because that's what, because she okayed it.
How can you sit there and say that he okayed him being hurt in such a way? How fucking dare you? Saying that as somebody who's allegedly a victim of the same thing to somebody else? How can you fucking sit there and sleep at night soundly knowing that you did that?
She should have said no to her boyfriend.
You really think that they're gonna listen to no if they took advantage of somebody in such a harmful, terrible way? You really think that saying no is gonna do the trick? How shallow are you? Imagine having such a shallow mindset that saying no could have done it and you're victim blaming. How can you sit there as somebody who, again, allegedly had that same shit happen to him? How can you say that to another victim being like, oh, you could have just said no, when you know people don't listen? You know that they don't give a fuck. How fucking dare you?
Before anybody starts saying, oh, you're a predator because I said that, just note that I'm not doing this other than I'm pissed off at these people who go after me online.
Oh, so you're saying it because they pissed you off first, so now you're gonna piss us off? Well, you did it! Congratulations, you did it in like the worst way possible. Anyway, we're done watching that video. Due to how much backlash that Andrew got from saying the shit that he said, he made an apology to Lightning McQueen himself. He even tagged him. This is what it reads. This is my response to your video, and there's the link, which actually leads to his channel. Good job, Andrew. McQueen, I'm sorry for what I said about you. You didn't deserve what I said. You didn't deserve what you went through. I'm sorry you went through something no kid should ever have to go through. I am sorry for being up something that hurt you. Interesting English, Andrew. I ask for you to please help me because the way I feel, because of people who claim to be your friend have said things that really hurt me. It is not right for me to do what you and others do to me. I did my video because it was the only way I knew how to show people how I feel when people mistreated me and hurt me. Can you help me and my family? I don't like what I said about you. I feel bad for upsetting you. I want to explain why I said that. Please stop making fun of me. Please help my family if you care so much. Then please read this. I don't want to be made fun of for being in diapers and needing help with managing my incontinence and my hygiene. I don't want to be made fun of for needing help I am fighting to get. I don't want to be made fun of for not understanding why I am not getting help I need that everyone says I need. I am not understanding this and it frustrated me. Then I have a really hard time with taking care of my medical needs and going to my appointments. Then I am having a really hard time at home because of that. My dad and brother blame me for not being able to do chores and help my family with things. I need help I am not getting. What I want and need is help. My dad is not able to help me. I see my dad and the pain he is in and how it makes me cry. I don't know how to help my dad. I don't know how to show I care about him. I don't know how to show him I know he's trying really hard but isn't able to help me. Then I have a really, really hard time being understood by him. It is so stressful to talk to my dad and ask for help. I then get so stressed out for this. I really, really want help so I can help clean for dad. My dad says to the autism doctor that my limitations have gotten worse since losing my supports I used to have when my parents were healthy and were able to help me. My incontinence got worse, my behavior issues, I have never been able to be independent, and things I was able to do when I had help, my family I can't do. What? This is because I lost the supports I had. I can't help but think of what OT said at Diversified to this. I am more independent than I am showing because I'm not getting help I need. I can cook with assistance. I can clean with assistance. I can get dressed and shower with assistance. I can change my diaper with assistance. I can work with assistance. I am not getting help I need. My dad is not able to help me. That is why I have the behavior issues. I can't help to think about what speech asked me if I sound so smart on purpose. I didn't know. Then I do try to sound smarter than I am to be taken seriously on getting help. Yes. Do I try to sound smarter than I am to fit in? Yes. I've been without help. I ask for help. I get denied help. I get made fun of for being stupid and not independent. I want to be accepted and included and wanted, and I'm always rejected. I don't have anyone to help me, so I feel the need to advocate for myself. I then get so upset with asking for help and repeating my rights and stuff. It causes me to panic because people get scared and say I don't need the help. I then hit my head and get upset and run away. This causes me issues with people refusing to help me because of my fear and my behavior. They don't understand this is part of my autism to sound smart and masking my disability. I need help and I'm being denied help and accommodations for help I need. Maybe if everyone stops making fun of me, I wouldn't have done what I did. It is only fair of me to do the same thing that Poop Squatch, Diaper Deviant, McQueen, and others do to me all the time. All these people are friends with each other, so if they don't like it, I don't like how they go after me. Please stop. I want to not be made fun of. If they all stop, I will stop. I don't like the stress it causes me to be made fun of. If they don't like it either, then ask them to stop. If they're so concerned about my family, then why don't people want to come over to help my family? See the problem? If you care about my family, then help them and stop picking on me. My dad could use someone to help me to make it easier for him. He needs help. If you care so much about him, please help him. Please help me so my dad has less to do. If you care about your friends who make fun of me, please ask them to stop making fun of me. I don't want to hurt people like McQueen. I don't want to be made fun of. That's quite the apology, Andrew. That is, if you can even call it that. He made this entire quote-unquote apology just so he could manipulate the audience further by trying to say, I need all this help, inviting us over to help your father. Are you serious? And by helping your father, you mean basically having us do everything for you. That's not how it works. Ain't none of us are gonna want to help you, especially with the way that you treat people. How you treat your family, how you've treated those group homes that have, kicked you out because of the way that you act. Because of the way that you speak to us. The way that you've talked about McQueen's own drama. I don't know about anyone else, but I think those are pretty good reasons to not want to help your ass, okay? Autistic or not, you know not to do that. You know right from wrong. And the fact that you did this anyway is disgusting. Absolutely abhorrent. Anyway, that's finally the end of the video. I'm sorry that this one was just super tough, super heavy, but it's Andrew. Like, what do you expect? You can tell that I got really heated earlier. But I'm gonna be honest, that was for a good reason. And that's it. That's the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a like, comment your thoughts down below. It would be nice if you subscribed, and that's it. See you guys later.